Well, another day is almost over, and my vacation. Sorry, I'm sitting next to a freeway at Walmart here. Oh, forgot my hat, and the sun is right, in my face. I try to shoot the other way, but then it would blind the camera. So anyway, what's happening right now, my main goal is the truck. I put the plans for the authority for later, because right now I gotta focus on the truck, because I'm a bit short of that they want a big down payment, right? And somehow I've been vacationing, buying this, buying that, and now wait a second, so I don't have enough money. Anyway, so I talked to the guy and I said, by the way, like the financial company, I said the ownership will have my name on it, right? And he says, no, it's always the name of the leasing company that's on the ownership. I said, what leasing company? I understand trailers, right? Trailers are always leased, but trucks, as far as I know, they're always financed. And it doesn't sound like a big difference, but financing means that it's my name on the ownership, right? Like on our like what in the US they call a title, right? Here in Canada it's an ownership. It has two parts, plate and owner. So the plate person it's me, let's say, with this truck. No, but actually the truck is financed, so it's my name on both sides. But I mean, if it's not your name on the left side, on the owner side, then you cannot claim depreciation, which you can use as a huge tax credit against your income. Like the truck is 145,000 Canadian, and it's 40% a year. So first year is almost $60,000 that I could deduct from my income for tax purposes if this is my truck. Now this guy says no, it's leasing, and I always assumed that it was financing. So now I said, okay, if it's a lease, can we bring down the down payment amount? And he says, no, the loan was set up with this 25 grand down. And once again, I really hate dealing with financial companies that don't have their own money. So basically it sounds like he found a company to invest, like he has his own pool of investors, right? So it's not his money. So he's finding loans from other people or other institutions, and he takes his cut, of course, and then he charges me percentage. And now because it's a lease and it's going to be his truck, so his company name will be on the left side. So for him this will be an asset, kind of like when the bank owns your house or something. So now he can claim this $60,000 from his income, not me. And all I can deduct now for tax purposes is the lease payment. At least that one in Canada, it's fully deductible. So, but still, let's say it's 2,500 bucks times 12, right, a year. That's what I can claim as a business expense, which of course reduces my income, but that's much less than 60 grand. Oh, and I can also deduct the interest. They never tell you, like you have to work really hard to find out what's the interest is inside the lease, but I'm allowed to deduct that because that's a business expense. Anyway, to cut this boring long story short, I don't think I'll have enough time. Oh, and he says, I understand if you find someone else, another financing company. He's not upset. I said, well, I was looking for financing. He says, well, it's I do understand. So if you find someone else, you're willing to, basically, I don't owe him anything because the down payment I provided, like a couple of $1,000 I gave to the truck dealer, right? So, but there's no way I'm losing this truck. I just was talking this morning with the salesperson, and I cannot believe that this truck will have a sticker with the gross vehicle weight rating pretty much 80,000 pounds. Like my old truck was 52,000 because the front axle was 12 and the rear axles were 40,000 pounds, right? 52. This one is 14.6 in the front, 20,000 lift. They said forget 25, 20 is a standard. Okay. and 46 RIA. So 46 plus 20 plus 14.6, that's just over 80,000 pounds. That's like an amazing truck, you know. So no way I'm losing this one. So yesterday and today I've been busy trying to find some alternate financing, you know, trying to increase my lines of credit, my credit card. So now things are happening. Somewhere gears are turning. So hopefully tomorrow or the day after tomorrow I'll hear some good news. And also I found a park, well, sort of, you know, because it's fall, and I always like, you know, looking at those colors, you know, like fall colors, red, yellow, green, right? They're so beautiful. It's like my favorite time of the year. But over here there's Niagara Falls, you don't see much trees, you know. Well, they do have trees, but it's not like, you know, it's pretty much it's all water, like river. Then people go to look at the falls, right? Niagara Falls. And so I was at the Starbucks and I asked the ladies there, I said, where's the park? Is there like a park where you can go and, you know, just take a walk with a camera, just shoot some pictures? And they look at each other and they said, oh, you need the Fireman's Park. Fireman's Park. All right, that's a kind of a weird name. So they told me how to get there. And I went there, and there's a big sign at the front. It says, this is a private park. I never heard of a private park before. Turns out that park is owned by these guys, and there's yellow tape everywhere, you know, like whole sections of the park are cordoned off, and it says caution, caution, you know, like the same yellow tape they use at the crime scenes. So right away I could tell that something is not right about that park. Basically they don't fix things, you know, like there's a big pavilion, right, where people can, there's benches underneath, right, where people can sit and, you know, just enjoy the weather, and it's all cordoned off because I guess they didn't fix the roof or something. So anyway, it's like one weird park. So there's nowhere to go here, you know? I've been on the helicopter. I had enough of the falls. I'm not going back there again. Like, how many times can you look at them, right? I saw them from the sky, I saw them from the ground. Like, what else? Try some kind of a balloon, maybe fly over and take more pictures. I don't want to do that. So I think my hotel, I'll be here a couple more days. What's today? Wednesday. Then I have to go back there because there's a part at the Chrysler in Cambridge. They're gonna fix the door, right, to replace the, it's all on warranty. They're gonna replace that switch or whatever, the motor inside, because the window does get stuck sometimes. Oh, you see, like it starts going and then see that sound. Yeah, when that sound happens, sometimes it just stops. Alright, something definitely not right in there. Maybe there's a dead body, you know? Like maybe when I went to US and then back, maybe someone sneaked in and got stuck in there. So, you know, so hopefully they'll find out what the problem is and why it's happening. So, oh, and I confirmed with this guy about the job, so it's for sure that I'm going to this small company in Ontario. So I'm gonna run under with some weird license plates. Cannot tell you which ones, but I can say that they're not from Ontario. They're Canadian, but they're not Ontario license plates. So some guy bought a trucking company from another province, and then he relocated to Ontario, but all his paperwork is still for that province, or, you know, state jurisdiction in Canada, so they're still using that province license plates. So so once again my truck will look very unusual. On the side I'll say, okay, Cambridge, Ontario, Sergei DRATCHEV, and I'm pretty sure I'm already expecting, you know, weird questions from police and DOT, and I'm like, what is this? It says Cambridge, Ontario. Why is your license plate from Timbuktu, you know? But what do you do? This guy, he pays good percentage. He has loads for heavy trailers, so that's where I'm going. So he needs a bill of lading with a VIN number. He needs my driver's license, and I said I already sent it to you. And he needs a letter, like power of attorney, which authorizes them to get license plate for this truck, and he sent it to me. I said, why are you sending it to me? I'm not the owner of the truck, right? Like, the owner will be the financial company, and that's why it's really important to know if it's lease or financing. So if it's financing, I can sign the power of attorney because it's my truck, but if it's leasing, the financial company actually owns the truck, and it rents it to me, right, until I buys it for $1 after 5 years. So now they have to sign this power of attorney to issue the license plate. So it's gonna be quite interesting, even registering this truck, because he says, send me a copy of Ontario registration. This guy, the trucking company guy, says. So what Ontario registration? It's a brand new truck. It's coming from the plant. It has never been registered in the solar system, planet Earth, or anywhere. Like, where am I supposed to get Ontario registration? You get registration where you get the license plate, right? With the bill of lading, with the bill of sale, and probably the power of attorney letter from the financial company. So it's also confusing, but some exciting times ahead. So stay tuned. And here's a few pictures I took at that crazy fireman spark with my Canon 70D. Enjoy.